I have always been a fan of fusion rifles. Wow. Yes. So when word was going around that a new fusion rifle was in town, and apparently one of the best out there, it was obvious that I needed to get my hands on it. So I did. Say hello to this beautiful contraption, the ONE.1 fusion rifle. I truly thought that once the Wise and Rebuke days were over, there was going to be no more of these ridiculously good fusions. And don't worry, I wasn't going to say the word broken, so ease up in the comment section there, Thomas from Idaho. Now we are on the Hunter today, which breaks me internally, but listen, I want to get better with all my people and not just use my poor Hunter as a second vault. But alas, here we are. And speaking of Hunters, and no, not the dashing, dodging, angry tornado throwing nuisance you curse in Crucible kind, I'm talking about the old-fashioned kind of Hunter, human versus beast, communing with nature, a way for the squeamish to scratch their primal itch without having to worry about permits or field dressing. That is why I am happy to announce that this video is sponsored by Hunting Clash. Hunting Clash is free to play and available on both iOS and Android, which you can download right now for free using the link in the description. With beautiful hunting grounds available to play on from all over the world. How do they get these graphics on a phone? I don't understand. And with a variety of weapons to choose from sniper rifle to bows, from fun stuff like super buffs and even sonars to mess around with. Also over 100 different animals to hunt from all over the planet. Events every week to play and discover new adventures, and even player versus player modes like championships, where you are basically versus the rest of the world on a massive leaderboard, which gives you rewards depending on your score. And also player versus player through duels, which is basically who can hunt the most within a certain amount of time, and that gets very competitive. Oh no, I suck! So download Hunting Clash now using the link in the description and pinned comment. Thank you guys for allowing me to do this. I love your faces. The latest perk on fusion rifles that add a layer of anger to your enemies and delight to my face is the new perk Cornered, which when in close proximity of bad guys, your charge time is faster, which is very good. The other perks on the best roll I could get is the standard Under Pressure, paired with Projection Fuse and Chambered Compensator. As I've quickly learned, stability is really what you want on a fusion, not just purely focusing on range like I was blinded with doing on your Erentil, your Glacioclasms. The clips you're seeing are from the past day or two, and I really tried not to simply ape with this thing and use a primary to kick things off at the very least, and play with a little bit of brain, which didn't work that well. I was aping quite hard with it. I actually had a tricky time getting cornered to proc in a lot of these clips, as my positioning is easily my weakest point of my playing in any PvP game, unless I'm spamming Dodge and Mayhem with my Gemini Jesters, which at that point is just doing the public a favour by blinding the sweaties. But as I was using this object of destruction, I was pleasantly surprised by how well it was mopping up kills and staying consistent, especially when it came to ranged kills. I did feel the same level of confidence that I could battle most close to medium quarter situations as I did with the Wise and Rebuke or the Erentil. A reminder again also that my role is definitely not considered the best. There's just something about this fusion rifle that feels right. It just works. Oh, and here's a story for you guys actually. Now, I've been stuck on PC lately as I managed to fall and elbow my monitor that I use for my Xbox, which did a bit of damage, so I've been on PC lately, and really my PC is made just for editing. So often when I play Destiny, I get these long lag spikes that are a good 5 to 10 seconds, and sometimes when they happen and I'm in a Crucible match, I become invisible. Now, I'm sure this has happened to a few of you guys before already. It's just very weird to suddenly not be seen by anybody on the enemy team. I had the Gemini Jesters on at the time, so it was fun to just stun people without them knowing a thing about it. And as you can see, none of my weapons do any damage either. It's only abilities, grenades, and supers that will be able to get you kills in this current state. This also happened to me a few weeks beforehand as well, and at the time, I was using the Witherhoard, and in that state, the Witherhoard does do damage on players, so you can be a terrible person. Definitely wouldn't recommend it though. I just thought it was funny, to be honest. Anyway, long story short, I was messing with people a little bit more before this guy decided to make the right call and use his super. And then when I tested to see if it fixed it, I got killed by the same super. It did fix it though, and I was once again visible. can't really remember where I was going with this. Anyway, the other role I tried to use for this video was Killing Wind and Thresh, as the role did look quite promising, but I felt it wasn't doing as well and nowhere near consistent as the previous role. Too many times I'd start with a kill and somehow it would feel worse when Killing Wind was procced. It may just be me, but I gave it a good few hundred kills and wasn't quite feeling it. I also did not do a proper rundown of how fast you get your super and fully taking advantage of Thresh, which of course works now in Crucible. If you guys have any preferred roles yourself with this fusion, then let me know what you run with. Now, in my clearly professional opinion, if you're looking to utilize an exotic or an easy setup to start going out there and aping yourself with this marvelous object, I would highly recommend jumping on your hunter and using the Dragon's Shadow exotic chest armor, which when dodging gives you an increased movement speed and also weapon handling, which paired with top tree tether so you can go invisible and start flanking in on an area and be that bloody pest to all of your enemies. Tear them apart and enjoy the words of anger you receive due to the sheer power of this voopy machine. As the people say nowadays, this slaps hard. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and again, let me know if you have any of your own favourite roles you love to use, whether that's PvE or PvP. Haven't actually given it a try for PvE yet, so you know what, let me know. And again, be sure to check out and download Hunting Clash down below using the link in the description and also pinned comment in order to support the channel. Truly means the world to me, and thank you guys so much for allowing me to be in this position in the first place. As always though guys, until next time, take care, and I love your faces. Seriously, looking at you, Jack. And Bob, and Jake, and I'm gonna stop guessing names now. Okay, bye.